This right here is a perfect prime example of disease and conditions being just right. Okay, really hot and humid, muggy today. You can see the sky I'm working with. You can see some clouds over there. But those clouds were just over top of me and brought down some really heavy downpours. So now the grass blade itself is wet. See, I got my glove on. See how that's wet now? Talking about that sky, isn't that pretty? Man, even creation sings praises to the Lord. And you can look over here and see some of those big dark thunderheads over there. I don't know, I guess that's what you call it, a thunderhead. But they're over there. I've checked my radar and that stuff right there is going north, so I know that's not coming my way. Hey there, it's Pete with GCI Turf. I hope you're having a great day today. This is going to be a quickie. The reason it's going to be a quickie is, Lord, I'm in a hurry. This right here is some real life stuff, man. Sometimes I don't get time to sit there and make a long drawn out video and that kind of thing. Sometimes I just got to get with it and go, you know what I'm saying? I'm going out with propiconazole and azoxystrobin, my first app. I've been doing that for years, and we've been doing it for years in my company, and we have exceptional control of disease. Extremely rare for us to get any breakthrough whatsoever on hundreds of yards that we spray with fungicide. So, and of course, we absolutely use the adjuvant. I run the lowest labeled rate for each, and we get the maximum length of control going after Rhizoctonia solani. I had a gentleman email me the other day, and of course, if you're watching this video, I'm not at all in any way, shape, or form picking on you. I can't even remember the name of the guy, but he said, "Hey Pete, got your fungicide, your strobe, and it's hard for me to put it in a spreader and spread it because the granule is such a small amount." Well, this let me see if I got that one here. So I don't have that one here, but there's two of them. One comes in a big gallon jug. Listen, that's a liquid. Okay, it comes in a concentrated form of liquid, and obviously you put it in water and apply it. Well, the other one that I like, it's still azoxystrobin, is it comes in like a powdery, granulary type thing. You can almost, it kind of works like sugar. You know, sugar is a solid, and it's a granular type material. And once you put it in water, it dissolves and it liquefies out throughout the solution. And the other fungicides the same way. You don't put it in a spreader and spread it. It goes in water and it is to be sprayed. So again, I'm not picking on that guy. I can't do this with one hand. Let me set this over here. I'm not picking on that fella. I'm just making a point. That's the way that is done. All right, there we go. Agitation, very, very important here. We want to keep this stirred up well. So with my Strom, I can cover 8,000 square feet off of the 4 gallons right here. So it's about a half gallon per thousand. My yard's about 17,000 square feet, so I mix enough for 8,500 square foot each time. So I fill my sprayer up 2 times to cover my entire 17,000 square feet, which is pretty good. These things should be back in stock June the 7th. June, January, February, March, April, May, June. Yeah, we're going into June. June the 7th. Sorry, we're wide open at work. I mean, extremely wide open. in the middle of an office renovation. I can't wait to show you. That's going to be really cool. And going in and spraying fungicides is a madhouse, and we've been dealing with copious amounts of rain. So, man, it's just things are in a tizzy right now, but we're getting back on track. And I'm going out of town next week for my son's next surgery in Philadelphia. So, everything's just going wide open right now. Just typical life stuff. That's the way we roll around here. So, I can put this up. Spray, and I've got one more thing I need to go get. That new product I've been testing out won't be long. It'll be on the market. It's going to be really cool. You're really going to like it. We'll go and put it in here as well. I'll be right back. I gotta go get it. It's up at the house. So again, it's been one of those weeks. I do apologize for a very quick, short video, but I wanted to warn you so that you get your fungicides out. Tall fescue, very susceptible to disease. In my cool season guide, I have a full-blown fungicide plan from start to finish, so it's kind of included in that guide. The guide itself is basically a step-by-step lawn care program designed and written by me. And ooh, I like that. Not much to do right here. Let me get a little pinch. When I say a little pinch, I mean a little pinch. That's it. And what this is citric acid. And it has absolutely nothing to do with the fungicide, but it has everything to do with a natural adjuvant, O2. It requires a pH of a 5 or a little bit below to be activated. And now I can add my adjuvant. Half ounce, 1,000. 8,000 square feet, so that's about 4 ounces right there. That right there is liquid goodness, I'm telling you. I'm telling you it is. I've had a large request of people that it comes in a 16 ounce 32, 1 gallon, 2.5 or 5 gallon. 1 pint covers an acre, 32 ounces, 2 acres, a gallon, 8 acres, 2.5 covers 20 acres, and 5 gallon covers 40 acres. And I've had multiple requests for folks with really small yards. I'm talking like, you know, little 1,000-2,000 square foot yards, and a pint just lasts them forever. And they were scared that it was going to go bad before they used it all, just because their yard's so small. So we've got hooked up in the right kind of way, and now we have a little tiny 8 ounce bottle of the adjuvant. So when you go on the adjuvant page, whether it be a starter pack, which starter pack has the pH meter and the citric, and of course when you get a starter pack, you never buy the starter pack again because you only need this one time. You don't need to buy it multiple times. And after that first initial purchase, then you will get a refill kit, and that's just where you get just the product itself. And there's a little drop down box. You click that little box and it pops up, and it's got 4 or 5 different options, and you will see the 8 ounce option in there now for folks with tiny yards. You need to be dialed in to disease, to fungus right now, in cool season turf, and even yards like St. Augustine, Zoysias, things like that. Bermuda not so much. Bermuda's really easy, super duper easy grass to grow. Not a lot of disease issues there. Get that stuff down. I am a preventative type guy. Okay, that's everything I do in the yard. If you get in that warm, cool season guide and you read through that guide, and you see it as a systematic, step-by-step process that I'm preventing things from happening in the yard that I already know is going to happen. As far as prevention goes, fungicides, prevention is everything, because once you get some disease in your yard, yes, you can cure it, but you are so much better, easier, cheaper. Everything about it is more better for your yard if you prevent disease from happening. And obviously this is going to have a lot to do with where you live in the country. If you live in a mild climate, you may not deal with fungus and may not deal with disease, but here in North Carolina, we get those super muggy, hot, sticky evenings and late thunderstorms and that kind of thing, and it basically sets up the stage for disease. That moisture sitting on the grass blade overnight, that mugginess, can't breathe. It's kind of like in the corner of your kitchen, corner of your shower, in the corner where that water just sits in the corner right there, and that moldy, mildewy stuff builds up. It's really no different in a really thick stand of turf. That turf's dense and thick, and no air circulation is going through there, and that's kind of the start of it. Rhizoctonia is in the ground already. It is, I read somewhere, it is the most common disease in the entire world, rhizoctonia. It's just, it shows up when the environmental conditions are right for it to show up, and you see that in a form of a brown patch. That's why they call it brown patch fungus. So this prevents that, so I don't see it. And again, that's in my guide, my cool season guide, and it's detailed out and all that kind of stuff, step by step, yada yada yada. You know the deal. I've said it 100 times. So hey, appreciate you watching. Not really going to be fun watching me spray right now because it's almost dark. Luckily, I've sprayed my yard 100 million times, so I know exactly where everything's at, where to go, and that kind of thing. So, I'll check you later. Thank you for watching. Man, I need a vacation. Shoot. See what I'm saying? All right, I think I got it that time.